watching News Channel 8 Midday.
There is no question but that hunger is a serious problem in this country. As it turns out, 1 in 7 households right here in our area is struggling with not having enough to eat. Food drives are the common way we think about trying to do something about that problem.
Sure, but many of them are concerned about just how nutritious that food really is. And now there is a new and an easier way to give healthier foods. And we're joined by the Give Healthy registered dietitian Ashley Koff today to tell us more. Hey, Ashley, good to see you.
Thank you.
So I think about food drives, I think about giving canned goods, and that's
right.
not what I'm seeing up here.
And you know, it's the #1 way that we Americans give to each other. So it is something that we totally want to support. And there were reasons on both sides. One, we would have cans available at home. And number 2, we would think, oh, food banks, they don't want perishable items. But it's 2017. So we all know that better nutrition is what anyone needs, whether, you know, we're fortunate to be able to make our food choices or whether we're relying on someone else. And so this guy, it was just wonderful. He came to me and he said, so I've kind of done like a wedding registry situation, but for healthy food. And it literally, I was like, oh, aha, but of course, you know. So you can go on to givehealthy.org and you can literally shop for the items. And what's great about this is that, like, say in DC, we were donating to Capital Area Food Bank. Capital Area Food Bank would say, hey, people here really love carrots and they love sweet potatoes. So that's what you would see in terms of being able to donate. And then if you're an organization, maybe it's a news station or maybe at a church or somewhere like that, that wants to do this, you can actually set one up too. And so Give Healthy will work with you to then in your community figure out where the food is going to be donated. So it's awesome. I'm really excited.
Ashley, one of the hurdles to donating fresh food has always been some people don't have the wherewithal to prepare it.
Yes.
How do you overcome that?
Yeah, so again, and I within the DC area, there are many organizations, so I don't want to just highlight Capital Area Food Bank or Wholesome Wave or one of the partners here, but Capital Area Food Bank and actually Giant partnered on these really great recipe cards, because one of the things we were talking about is, for a long time we've been talking about the nutrition information, like, oh, sweet potatoes have a lot of vitamin A. To your point, that doesn't help anyone know what to do with them.
Exactly.
So the question mark is, you know, what can we actually do with them? So now they have easy recipe cards that show people how we can get this in more often.
So if I have some extra Swiss chard growing in my garden, I just go out and clip it and bring it over to you?
No,
how does it work?
So it isn't. It's an online. So that is a wonderful idea, and I'm sure there are organizations that do that pickup. But this is actually online in a digital space. So you would go to the website and you would shop, just like you or I would be shopping online to purchase anything. And it's great to do with family.
But the giver, how does the giver get
So the
involved?
giver. So basically, if you shop and say this is what I want to donate, then that goes through to Give Healthy, and then Give Healthy has partnerships with produce delivery companies, and they will actually then deliver the produce.
So I'm giving money.
You're giving the money. You're shopping for the produce on that way. Okay. Yeah. So instead of saying, like, I have a canned good, which, you know, is great. I mean, there can be phenomenal canned goods, but what we are wanting to do is try to encourage more people to eat fresh, and I include frozen in that space, to eat good quality produce.
And this just kicked off this month.
It just kicked off in May. So we started off in May here in DC. I've been really excited on that part, but it is certainly national, and we will be doing things nationally to really raise awareness, because it is, as I said, it's the #1 way that people want to be able to help out others. You know, we recognize the value. One of the really great reasons, and I encourage everyone to go to Give Healthy right now, one of the great reasons to focus on this timing is we're trying to stock the food banks, because over the summer a lot of kids are out of school, and as a result not getting access to the school food programs as well.
The need increases this time of year. This is a terrific idea. It's givehealthy.org. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It sounds like a great deal. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Well, we've got a possibility of more severe